Hello, my name is Lauren. I'm going to take you on a tour of the world showing you just a few food webs that I found. And the first one we're going to go to is the Atlantic Ocean. So the Atlantic Ocean is the world's second largest ocean and covers 25% of the Earth's surface after the Pacific Ocean. In size, the Atlantic Ocean is comparable with roughly 6.5 times the size of the USA. So here we have a food chain sample. The food web in the ocean would be something like this, where you would have single-celled organisms absorbing nutrients from sunlight. You would have shrimp-like creatures next who eat these organisms. The small fish who travel in clusters, which would eat the shrimp-like creatures. Mackerel, which are a little bit bigger, eat small fish. The tuna, which are bigger than the mackerel, would eat the mackerel. And then lastly you have the shark, who eats the tuna. And this is just one food chain. There are many others, but this is a good, simple view of what the food web looks like in an ocean. So I'll exit out of that. And then next, we will jump on over to South America and go on to the Amazon rainforest. So if we head over here, draw us a little bit closer. We have the Amazon rainforest. This will draw us in. Exit this out. So the Amazon rainforest covers many countries in South America. If I can zoom out here a little bit, I'll show you. Alrighty, so here's South America. And the Amazon rainforest covers the countries of Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, and Bolivia. So here, if I circle this with my cursor, it's kind of all in this region you see right here. So the pin's kind of marking right in the center. And here is a food web that I found that talks about the Amazon rainforest. You have at the bottom you have your decomposers. The decomposers eat dead material in the earth. Then we have the herbivores, such as the toucan, which is right over here. The toucan, the agouti, the tapir, the golden lion tamir, the butterfly, and the sloth. So all those guys are the herbivores and eat a lot of the plants and materials throughout the rainforest. And then next we have the boa constrictor, which eats small animals such as the golden lion, tamarin, and the sloth. At the top of the food chain in the rainforest, you would have the jaguar. The jaguar is a carnivore, so it eats a lot of meaty animals such as the agouti, the tapir, the golden lion, tamir, and the sloth. So just a few animals that I'm actually pretty unfamiliar with. I haven't done too much studying about what they are, as you can tell where I can't pronounce the words very well, but this is just another food chain. There are many other food chains of the rainforest, but I thought this one summed up pretty well what you would find typically in the Amazon rainforest. So next we're going to go to Morocco. And if I can get this to work. Alright, so Morocco is located in northern Africa. Deserts in general are known to be very dry and receive little if no rainfall, and this is especially true in the Erb Chebi Desert. Exit that out. The food chain in the desert looks a little bit like this. So at the bottom you have rodents, lizards, and insects. These guys all scavenge for their food, which might include insects or plants. Next in order we have secondary consumers. The tarantula, the scorpion, and lizard all eat the insects and the snakes. The insects and the snakes eat the lizard and the rodents. At the top we have a hawk and a fox. And these guys just eat what's below them. So the fox would eat the snake, and the hawk would eat the lizard, scorpion, and tarantula. So if we exit that out. We are finally going to go back across the continent to the, oh, sorry, exit that out first. We are going to go all the way to Alaska, and specifically we're going to be going to the St. Elias mountain range, which is in the Pacific Coast region of the Yukon in Alaska. And if I pull up my food chain here, it's a little bit too big for the screen, but I can scroll down. So here we have the food chain beginning with producers, which also receive nutrients from the sun, and these are the Arctic willow and the bearberry. And these producers are eaten by herbivores. Herbivores are animals that eat plants. So these animals would be the Arctic hare, the caribou, lemmings, and the musk ox. The snowy owl eats the Arctic hare and the lemmings, and then the gray wolf, go up here more, the gray wolf would eat the hare and the caribou, and the polar bear eats the ox, wolverine, lemmings, and caribou. And again, this is just one example of a food chain in the Arctic, and specifically I picked the mountain range in the Yukon of Alaska. So there's my little tour on some of the food chains across the world. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks.